Made. Hope y'all making it a great day. Because no matter what you're going through, just know you're going to get through. No matter what it is in life that you may be facing, understand that this too should come to pass. You know what I'm saying? You got haters everywhere. You got haters on your job. You got those that want to see you starve. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you something. You got to keep on moving. You got to keep on pressing. You got to keep on stepping. You know what I'm saying? Because what don't kill you simply make you stronger. You know what I mean? So, um, you know, it ain't about what you're going through. It's about how you overcome it. You know what I'm saying? Can you fall down and get back up? Or you gonna stay down? You know what I'm saying? It's all about forgiveness. But we gotta understand when God is ascending us to another level, we're gonna have different challenges that we take on. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have different situations to accumulate. You know what I'm saying? Every time you go into another level, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have God to expose certain situations. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people don't believe in you. Some people um, don't believe in the God that you serve. You see what I'm saying? But you know what you've been through and you know what you overcome. You know your heart has forgiveness. You know what I mean? So it's all about letting go. It's all about freeing your heart and freeing your mind. You don't want to hold on to grudges. You don't want to hold on to things that's no longer serving you. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to live every day like heaven on earth. You know, tomorrow is a new day, but also tomorrow ain't promised. So with that being said, you know, you want to live every day like it's your last. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you can't allow people to use you and abuse you. You see what I'm saying? But when you go into another level, you got to get ready for God to close some doors, and God gonna open some doors. But the doors that God closed, that's out of your control. The doors that God opened, that's out of your control. And God gonna open some doors. But the doors that God closed, that's out of your control. The doors that God opened, that's out of your control. So, you know, we sometimes beat ourselves up because we look for that love that we give out. We look for that love from family, from friends, from uh, loved ones, or people that we build with. We look for that love, and then, you know what I'm saying, you realize it ain't there. You realize you've been showing love and support, and the whole time you ain't been getting the same in return. You see what I'm saying? But sometimes it's hard for us to let go. Sometimes, you know, we don't want to face the truth. We don't want to see the truth. You see what I'm saying? So we sometimes run from it, but it always gonna come back around. You know what I mean? So when you that role model, when you that leader, when you that type of person that love, that love to give, that love to help, that love to support those, then you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be met with persecution. You see what I'm saying? It just come with the territory because you know what I'm saying, when you're doing things different and when you that one to take a stand or you know what I'm saying, go against the grain, you're gonna be met with adversity. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna be met with hatred, with jealousy. You know what I'm saying? It's cool when they do it, but when you do it, it become a problem. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like people look for a weakness. People look for you to be weak. They look for you to depend on them. But then when you're doing it on your own or you're doing it by the most high, they get to feeling some type of way like, you know what I'm saying, they want to plug into your socket. But then when they can't plug into your socket, you see what I'm saying, they want to make you feel the hate that they've been feeling towards you the whole time. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, this go for loved ones, this go for family, friends, associate, anybody. You see what I'm saying? Because when you keeping it real with yourself, no matter what, they ain't gonna like you. When you showing love, you doing things different, you doing it from the bottom of your heart, you being authentic, People ain't gonna like that. You see what I'm saying? And you know, I don't discriminate, but at the same time, you gotta know when you're a boss of bosses. And that's designed by the Most High. You see what I'm saying? So stay humble. Don't let nobody trick you at your spot. So when you know that you see things that other people don't see, or you can see how people treating you, but then you've been humble or it caught you by surprise and you like, whoa. But see, don't retaliate. You see what I'm saying? Don't snap out. Don't lose yourself. See what I'm saying? We always want to use our head and we always want to think ahead. But at the same time, you know, the jealousy be real. You know what I'm saying? The hatred be real. You know, it leaves you like, whoa, I don't know how to respond to that. I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't looking for that type of retaliation. I wasn't looking for that type of situation. You see what I'm saying? So, but guess what though? See, that's why you gotta thank God and show that gratitude, because what God got for you, won't nobody be able to take it. When God say He'll prepare a table for you in the midst of your enemies, in the midst of your haters, and even though they picking and prying and they wounding you or they crucifying you, you still eating. You see what I'm saying? So don't worry about the haters. Don't worry about, oh, they trying to stop me. Oh, they trying to take what I got. They trying to keep me from getting what's good. No, God got you. I'm telling you, I've seen it happen too many times. When you got haters that's coming for you, and you know that your knowing know that you ain't bothering nobody, and you just trying to uplift people, you trying to show love, you trying to improve your environment, you trying to speak life. It ain't about no color. But guess what? When God see your heart and see your intentions and see that you trying to bring everybody together, but then you got the enemy that may send somebody to attack you, you ain't got to worry about what they taking you through. You ain't got to worry about, oh, they getting away with this. Oh, they doing this, or they trying to bring this back, or they reminding me of that. Don't worry about what they doing. You keep doing what you doing, because new levels, new devils. You see what I'm saying? And see, God is getting you ready for the new territory that you about to take. You see what I'm saying? God is getting you ready for the new doors of opportunities you about to walk in. You see what I'm saying? See, people done played on you long enough. People done talked down on you long enough. You see what I'm saying? So now it's time that you do what serves the Most High. You see what I'm saying? It's enough of you trying to people please. It's enough of you going out your way to try to make people accept you, make people, you accept you. You let people disrespect you as if it's okay, but then it leave you scarred. It leave you wounded, and then they don't want to give you the time of the day once they get what they want from you. Once they get what they want from you, they run out till they get off. You see what I'm saying? Aren't you tired of getting the short end of the stick? You see what I'm saying? So what am I saying? God gonna continue to prepare a table for you in the midst of your haters, in the midst of the evil forces that coming up against you. So now don't turn your heart cold. Now don't feel like you need to retaliate or you need to say the first thing come to your mind. No, let go and let God. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay focused on the journey. Keep focusing on the mission. Your haters gonna hate. You see what I'm saying? It ain't nothing you can do about that, but keep on being great. See, that what kill your haters the most is when you staying focused, when they can't distract you and get you off your focus like they want to. That will hurt them the most. That's why they be salty. Then, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can just sit back and you can see the dark forces that's using that person. You can see how they feel towards you, but then they trying to hide it, but you already see it. You see what I'm saying? But it's okay that you see it, but don't be paranoid, because it's about your intention. It's about your love. You see what I'm saying? Do you speak life? Because it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. Every day you wake up, you got to know that you're blessed and highly favored. You got to know that it's a new day. You got to know that you're blessed going in and blessed coming out. Of course, you're going to have some humps and bumps. You're going to have some sticks and stones. But at the same time, hold on and stay strong. You see what I'm saying? Don't let that stop you. Don't let that block you. Don't let that stop you from creating who you are. You see what I'm saying? Because God created you beautifully and uniquely. You see what I'm saying? So people need you to show up being yourself. People need you to show up claiming the victory that God has gave you. Don't you let no hater stop you. Don't you let nobody block you because they want to disrespect you or they want to act like you're not in the room. They want to act like you're not important. They can't discredit what God didn't already credit you for. They can't stop what God has already ordered. You see what I'm saying? That just like the judge in the courthouse. When the judge hit the gavel and say courts is in session, everybody come to attention. See, God is God got you in session. You see what I'm saying? So you know for yourself that can't nothing stop you. You know for yourself, no matter what come your way, you still standing. God is still taking care of you. You know, you see that for yourself. You ain't got to hear it from me. You see what I'm saying? It's just confirmation. That's all. But you see it for yourself, the haters that keep on trying to block you and stop you. You see it for yourself. So now they feeling some type of way because you keep ascending. You keep on passing the test. They keep on trying to tap the screen. Y'all tap the screen. Let's get the lights up. Let's get the lights up. Comment. If I'm speaking to you, say amen. Say amen. Drop a like, y'all. Drop a like. You know, when you focusing on your success and you doing what God is telling you, it become irrelevant. You see what I'm saying? When you let me tell you something. See, when you hungry and you come a long way and you had to get it out the mud, you come from a crab in a bucket environment. You come from a crab in a bucket. I wouldn't say you had that type of mentality, but you know, the people that you were surrounding, they had that crab in a bucket mentality. And you know what I'm saying? It's okay when people hold on, y'all rush me, y'all. Don't rush me. Tap the screen. Drop a comment. Let me know if I'm speaking to you. Let me know if you can relate. Don't just sit back and watch. You see what I'm saying? If you ain't supporting, you ain't important. That's what I'm saying now. I know if you with me, you're going to stay right here with me. But if I say something to hurt your feelings, if I say something that tickle your ears, exit the live now. You don't have to stay here. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, it's a blessing when you can be yourself and you can be authentic. You see what I'm saying? Every day you show up, people look for you to switch up, or people look for a weakness. But when they don't find that weakness, you know what I'm saying? They keep on poking, they keep on picking, they keep on trying to make you crack. They keep on trying to get you to anger. They keep on trying to influence you to do something that's not of you. You see what I'm saying? So we got to pay attention and we got to understand when people are around us that's trying to down us, that's only because they not going where you going and they not on their purpose. They not doing what makes them happy. They are not happy. So you can't expect for somebody to love you if you don't love yourself. You can't expect for somebody to treat you right if you're not treating yourself right. You can't expect to get something if you're not willing to give something. You see what I'm saying? You see? So while people are envious of you because of your grind, because the way that you show up, because the way that you carry yourself, the way that you speak, the way that you treat others, the way people treat you, people showing you love, people supporting you. You see what I'm saying? So you giving what you've been given. It's coming back to you. So when you got those on the outside looking in, they're gonna judge you and thinking you doing this, thinking you doing that, but they don't know that you moving with the love of God. They don't know that you are waking the nations. They don't know that you are enlightening people because you have the love of God. You see what I'm saying? You can't hit what you can't see. So while they trying to hit you, they can't see you because you ain't bound to the time. See, you're not programmed like the world is programmed. See, some people really be stressed out when they lose a job or they lose some money or they car break down. But see, you don't think like that because you know there's a will, there's a way. You know that God sits high and look low, and if God calls your car to stop or he calls you to lose a job or all of a sudden you had this it's like something just a cause and effect happen, you accepting it. You see what I'm saying? See, you no longer trying to fit in and stroke people's egos or get people to accept you. You accepting the movement. When things switch up, you accept it. When people walk out your life, you accept it. See, people may want you to lose, but when God say he gonna continue to prepare a table in the presence of your enemies, and even though they want you to lose, you're gonna keep on winning. That's a true statement because you're doing his will. Now, you may not be perfect. You know what I'm saying? You may not be a saint. You may not have everything figured out. But guess what? You striving for perfection. You striving for excellence. You know who you are, and you know whose you are. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't the fact that you pretending. It ain't the fact that you putting on a show or you trying to hurt somebody's feelings. You trying to outshine somebody. You trying to outdo the next person. No, you deserve to be at the top. You've been through a lot of suffering. It's lonely at the top. That's why you ain't gonna fit in. That's why they don't want to associate with you, because you holding people accountable. And even if you ain't trying to hold them accountable, what God put on the inside of you, it's a big deal, and they can't comprehend it, and they don't want to understand it, and they don't want to be around you because you make them feel some type of way. You see what I'm saying? See, you didn't know you was pressure. You didn't know that you was pressure, and you was adding pressure every day you lose, or every day you got somebody trying to bully you or fight with you or pick at you. You didn't know you was pressure, because even while you weak, you still strong. Even when it seemed like you losing, you winning. You know why? Because that mind is always working. God is always testing us. God is always blessing us. God is always helping us. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't nothing you can do to make people feel good when they already don't feel good. If somebody don't like you, they just don't like you. If they ain't rocking with you, they just don't rock with you. It ain't nothing you can do about that, but keep on living your life. Keep on working on yourself. Keep on creating yourself. Let me tell you something. See, we fight not against flesh and blood or human beings, but we fighting against principalities in high places. So it's evil that's in high places that we can't see. See, knowledge is power. Once you get the knowledge, you get the power. But then what you gonna do with that power once you get it? Is you giving that power to God, or you giving it to yourself? Do you want power so you can conquer the world, or you can conquer people, or you gonna get that power back to God so God can show you how to use that power? And see, when you give it back to God, God gonna amplify you, and then, you see what I'm saying? He's gonna push you to where you need. He's going to bring people into your life to help you get to the next step. See, we can't get there by ourselves. See, we want to get back to that place to where we can meet and greet one another. We can sit down and be our authentic self. We no longer plugged into the matrix. We no longer plugged into technology. We no longer plugged into the TV. We're not giving our attention to TikTok, to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We no longer plugged into those things. You see what I'm saying? You got to go back to creating yourself, to hitting the gym, reading a book, exercising, or learning. You see what I'm saying? Educate yourself. You see what I'm saying? Recreate yourself. So when you doing things like that, you always gonna be a step ahead. You always gonna be above average, because you doing things that others are not willing to do. You doing things that others that ain't gonna do. You see what I'm saying? And there's no comparison. But when God give you a blessing, do something with it. When God is giving you revelation and giving you information, do something with it. When God coming to set you free, don't be held down to bondage. Don't be trying to take everybody with you, because everybody don't want to go with you. Tap the screen, y'all. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Comment. You said wickedness in dark and high places. Tap the screen, y'all. Let's get the lights up. I appreciate it, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. All praise to the Most High. I pray and I hope that I'm saying something that's reaching you and changing your mindset or causing you to think about who you are. You see what I'm saying? Because we got to understand, y'all. We don't die. We multiply. All the way from the root to the fruit. You see what I'm saying? Way back to our ancestors. You see what I'm saying? See, when some people hear ancestors, they feel like that's the dead. They feel like that's something like evil or witchcraft. No, your ancestors are real. Your ancestors live within you. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Knowledge is power. You supposed to pass knowledge on. You don't hold it for yourself. That's why I don't understand why people rather hate than to love. You see what I'm saying? When you give to the next person, God gonna give back to you. When you acknowledge the next person, God gonna acknowledge you. But then if you so jealous of somebody's gift that they had to suffer for, that they had to pay for, you ain't gonna be able to receive your blessing. You see what I'm saying? How you gonna bite the hand that feeds you? And I'm talking about the Most High. You see what I'm saying? Because guess what? Anybody can walk out your life, but you need God the most. Trust what I'm saying now. And I don't say that I don't say that with arrogance. I don't say that with I wish I could say it how I see it and how I feel it. But I don't say that with animosity or like we don't need nobody. We do need support, but at the same time, you need God the most. You see what I'm saying? So no, you don't let people just oh, I forgot my topic. Or I forgot where I was going with that. But you don't let people just you don't let people just come into your life and treat you any type of way like you don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta lose to win. You gotta sacrifice. You gotta be okay with being the bad guy. You gotta be okay with people saying this and saying that about you. Because when God is trying to get you to do something different, when God is causing you to put down the nets and he's trying to make you a fisherman, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be strange. You're gonna be in a new environment. You're gonna have to launch out into the deep, and you're gonna have to deal with the unfamiliar. You're gonna be uncomfortable. People ain't gonna know you. People ain't gonna treat you. People ain't gonna remember you how you remember you, and that's God stretching you. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta let go to fear. It's time for you to ascend. It's time for you to go to the next level. You see what I'm saying? Hey, I'm just telling you what God loves. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm doing. I'm just telling you what God loves. See, we gotta learn how to give, y'all. It ain't about no money. You already rich. If you know you already rich, you ain't what you waiting on the money for. The money gonna come. You see what I'm saying? Get caught up. Keep on dreaming. Unplug. Stop plugging into this matrix. Every day you plugging into your phone. You know what I'm saying? Come on, fall back from these devices. Fall back from electronics. Fall back from people pleasing. Give yourself some time of the day. Love yourself. It's like, let me tell you something. Your value don't come from social media. You see what I'm saying? You got to understand now, your value do not come from social media. See, everything that the devil meant for bad, God always turning around for good. You see what I'm saying? So, we have to realize that God is our biggest supporter. You see what I'm saying? See, when you support God, God gonna support you. When you let go and stop being controlled by social media, then God is gonna control you to break the mold. Cause let me tell you something. If you ever saw the Matrix simply told us we have been bamboozled, hoodwinked. We've been blinded from a world that we can't taste, touch, see, smell, or hear. You see what I'm saying? And what he say? So it's like we all are slaves to something. You see what I'm saying? I said we all are slaves to something. But then how can you free yourself? By unplugging. You unplugging from this matriarch system. You getting the knowledge. You learning about who you are and whose you are. You see what I'm saying? And the rabbit hole do go deep. And what he's saying in the Matrix, some of these very people that you trying to save, they doctors, they lawyers, they are carpenters, they are plumbers, policemen, they your government. You see what I'm saying? They your president. They the financial bankers. Trust what I'm saying now. But see, when you turn away from the world, God will open your eyes to see. So it's not about bragging or boasting or saying, hey, I got knowledge. No, you ain't got nothing if God don't give it to you. Because blessed God give it, blessed he could take it away. So I don't want y'all to miss what I'm saying, because this ain't about me. But what I'm saying, unplug from the system and understand that a 9 to 5 is not going to get it. You see what I'm saying? Now, it get the bills done, it get the job done, but we have to set ourselves free by trying to at least identify with the problem. You see what I'm saying? At least identify with why. Why I have to go to a 9. That's right. A 9 to 5 would never make you rich. But guess what? It can help you get to financial stability. It can help you set up something for yourself, because it take money to make money. So now we don't, you never leave your A until you get you a B or your C. You always gotta have something lined up. They're just like saying, hey, I don't want to live here anymore. Let me go. I don't want this car anymore. You throw your car away. What you gonna have? You see what I'm saying? It ain't about using people. It ain't about people. It's about you learning from yesterday. So what am I saying? Do not allow this world to blind you from who you are, who God called you to be. You much more than scrolling down. Hey, I do it myself. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But guess what? I'm getting better at being plugged into my phone, being plugged into social media. You see what I'm saying? I'm getting better with that. See, our blessings come from the Lord. It don't come from social media. You see what I'm saying? Maybe God got something different for you. Maybe God got a different journey for you. But guess what? When you love to give, you keep on giving. It ain't about the money. God gonna give you the money in other areas. God gonna bless you in other areas. So you keep doing what God put you on this earth to do. One step at a time, one day at a time. You see what I'm saying? You got haters everywhere. You see what I'm saying? You got people that killed you. You got people that buried you, and they thought you'll never get up. You see what I'm saying? But see, you keep on getting up. And you still alive. And you still thriving. And you still striving. Come on now. If you wasn't believing in God, and you wasn't doing what God told you to do, you wouldn't be where you at today. You said, I learned a lot on social media. Love it. It's a great learning tool. Oh, that's right, Judy. Most definitely. I don't want to take away from it, but at the same time, we have to invest in ourselves. I learned a lot from social media also. But if you got 12 hours in a day, which means 12 hours in a day, then you got 12 hours at night, that's 24 hours. And majority of that time, you might have to spend it on a 9 to 5 if you're not if you're not independent to where you are working for yourself. So when you giving your time to social media, you're looking for the next word, you're looking for the next message, you're looking for the next motivation. That's because you're not getting it for yourself. You don't want to sit with yourself. So of course social media is a good tool. You see what I'm saying? But too much of anything is not good. Too much food, too much sleep, too much of anything is not good. So no, I'm not, like I said, I'm not coming over here like I'm better than the next person, or, like I'm forgetting where I'm come from. No, I'm trying to set the captive free with the little 2 cents knowledge that I got. See, I don't have it all figured out. It's still more to come. I still have to stay humble. I still have to stay vigilant to the Most High. I still have to forgive. I still have to keep that forgiving heart and that loving heart. But while that's being so, that don't mean you let people treat you like a fool. You don't let people treat you like a doorstep. People want to take your kindness for weakness, like they can just walk over you, talk over you, treat you in a type of way. But then when you stand up for yourself, it's a problem. So guess what? We ain't going to fall victim to the system. We're going to get out the system. How we going to get out the system? We're going to acknowledge the system. It's against us. Huh? I didn't say people was against you. Listen to what I'm saying now. I didn't say people are against you. But the system is against you. And if that system is against you, you got to understand the people that's been ruled by the system that don't have the awakening from God or the acknowledgement from God, they will come against you for making them uncomfortable from a system that's been working for them. If it's working for them, you let them be. You let that system work for them. You see what I'm saying? But God didn't give us a spirit of fear. Huh? But a sound mind. So we constantly be trying to help people, set people free. They ain't ready. Okay, guess what? We cool. Yeah, we kicking it. We going along. We getting along. We vibing. But guess what? It's gonna come a time where you can't go with me, or I might can't go with you. You see what I'm saying? Come on, y'all. We gotta set the captive free. You gotta be honest with people. You can't. This is a new year, 2025. It's time for us to thrive. It's time for us to strive. It's time for us to be at our best. It's enough of that hiding and walking on eggshells because people so afraid of your greatness. People so afraid of your intelligence. Let me tell you something. You said chosen one walk alone. And see, that's a true statement. But let me tell you something. The only somebodies that you're going to find in the sky are eagles. And see, eagles fly alone, but at the same time, God ain't going to leave you alone. He's going to bring people in your path. Let me tell you something. That's what time it is. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm talking about. This year is the time for us to link up with our tribe. And I don't mean your soulmates and all that funny stuff. I'm talking about real, recognize real. I'm talking about people that's gonna treat you like you ought to be treated. People that's gonna invest in you. People that's gonna help you. People that's not gonna be afraid to acknowledge your gift. See, we've been around a bunch of haters. We've been around a bunch of lions, tigers, and bears. A bunch of dream killers. A bunch of dream assassins. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? But see, this is the year where you have to be yourself and don't be afraid to be yourself. You see what I'm saying? You're going to have people to try to humble you, people that's going to build you up, and people who going to believe in you. Straight like that. But at the same time, the same people that build you up, they may be the same people that tear you down. They may be the same people that assassinate your dream, assassinate your character. What, you know what I'm saying? You know how they say they rock with you till the wheels fall off, but see, when the wheels fall off, they might get out and leave you stuck. Now you got to go find some more wheels so you can get back moving. You see what I'm saying? Life is gonna throw some stones at you. Life gonna throw some bumps in the road. But what you gonna do? It ain't about falling down. It's about getting back up. It ain't about, oh, they hit me, they insulted me. It's about getting back up. It's about taking it and keep on moving. You say, I rode all the way. I rode till the wheels fall off. Come on now. Like 4 flats on the Cadillac. You got to pop back like it don't phase you. Huh? But see, they get amnesia when things start working. You see what I'm saying? You never forgot where you come from. You never said you was better than anybody. But you weren't no fool. You just didn't have time to argue with people. You just didn't have time to entertain evil. You see, that's why we got to forgive, for they know not what they do. People don't be knowing when they doing evil to you. People don't be knowing when they being used by evil. That's why we wrestle not against human beings, but we wrestling against dark forces in high places. Come on now. Come on now. When we know the truth set us free. And what they say, you want to hide anything from a people, put it in a book. I said from a people. That ain't discrimination. That's for any race, any somebody. You want to hide anything, put it in a book. When you put it in a book, you know what I'm saying? You so occupied, it ain't the fact that you won't read or you can't read, but you so being charged up by this system, they ran your back to make you work a 9 to 5 or make you pay life insurance. Oh my God, I'm going a whole nother way. I gotta let it out. It ain't the fact that you won't read the book or you don't want to read the book, but then if they keeping you on this hamster wheel to where you gotta pay your bills, you gotta have car insurance, you gotta have health insurance, you gotta have life insurance, you gotta have you gotta pay mortgage, you gotta pay rent, you know what I'm saying? But let me tell you something. When you're working on a job, you got at least $300, $400, $500 coming at your check before you even touch it. Come on now, huh? See, that's what we up against. That's the fight that we are up against. It's bigger than me and you. You can hate me all day long, but I can't let you stop me. It's bigger than social media. See, woo! Come on now. Hey, we gotta get free, y'all. Come on now. Let me tell you. It's bigger than social media. It's bigger than social media. You see what I'm saying? See, it's about the Most High. See, let me tell you something. When God trusts you to do what's right, when God knows you're not going to hold back and you're going to help his people, you're going to set the captive free. God coming for you. Let me tell you something. When God put somebody in your life, the devil going to try to keep them from helping you. The devil going to try to keep them from receiving you. So you got to fight. You got to make sure you're listening from God and you're not allowing people to clog your vision. You know, let me tell you something. It's one thing when you can listen and help somebody in an area that they can't help you in. It's another thing when you allow somebody to dump on you knowing that they can't help you, but then they not respecting you. They not accepting the help that you give them. They taking it as food. They taking it as if they vamping your energy and they coming back and shooting at you. Come on now. That's right. I fooled the devil. Ha, ha, ha. Laughing to the bank like ha, 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 ha. You hear me? So you know what I'm saying? It's all good though. You know, but life and death lie in the power of the tongue. We got to stop playing with people and allowing people to play with us just because they saying it's smooth. Hold people accountable. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't meant to get along with you or like you. You ain't meant to please everybody for everybody to like you. Sometimes you just gotta piss people off. Sometimes God wants you to piss people off with your truth. It's enough of hiding. It's enough of walking light, trying to say what hurt their feelings. Hit them with the truth. Call them out. You see what I'm saying? Hold them accountable. Now, don't be rude or all stank or dank with it. Don't be all hostile and getting all in people's business and doing it in front of the public. No. Do it in privacy. Give them some privacy. You see what I'm saying? Because you gotta treat people how you want to be treated. What goes around comes around. You see what I'm saying? You know, when you giving out a lot of love, you're gonna get that in return. You're gonna get that love in return. Ain't no way around it. It's lonely at the top, of course. But at the same time, you didn't come this far to allow people to play on your feelings, to allow people to make you feel like you forgetting where you come from. See, you got to do what God telling you so you can reach back and help your bloodline. But it's gonna be hard because you never done it before. You got a lot on you. You got a lot of people depending on you, counting on you. You got a lot of weight on you. See, when you're walking, see, when you're living for the Most High, you got to understand that the devil don't like it. Why you think all of these traps been set up? Why you think all these rules and guidelines and regulations been set up to keep us stuck, to keep us blind from the truth, from seeing which way to go? Why you think that the devil come to do what? Kill, steal, and destroy, divide, separate, and conquer. Huh? How can you love a God that you never see, but you hate your brother that you see every day? Huh? How can you do that? How can you do it? Huh? You say, not all the time I treat people with love. All the time love come back. People do you evil for no reason. That's right. It ain't going to come back all the time, but it's going to come from God. You see what I'm saying? It's going to come from God. That love going to come from God. You see what I'm saying? But it's all about keeping that forgiving heart. It's all about thinking outside the box. Don't let people predict you. Don't let people make you be predictable or you see what I'm saying? They get mad at you because they can't read your mind. They want to be able to read you like a book, but then they want to be secretive. They want to be private, nonchalant. They want to be all stiff-necked and got their lips and stuff balled up like, you know what I'm saying? Like they finna sneeze on you or something. See, that's your glory. I mean, that's the grace that God put on your life. That's the glory and the favor that he got on your life. Stop tuning in to other people's energy and they evil forces that's on them. That ain't you. You be having a good day until you try to until you go back and forth with somebody. You letting people hijack your mind, your emotions, and your thoughts because you want to love. Ain't nothing wrong with loving, but what you getting in return? God gonna repay you for that love that you giving. So sometimes you just gotta dust your feet and keep it moving. I know it hurt. I'm sorry that it didn't work, but it was not up to me. I did all I could. I tried to hold your hand. I tried to give you the information. I tried to give you the knowledge and the understanding. I tried to make myself clear. I came with truth. But sometimes we not ready for the truth because the truth hurt. Sometimes the truth gonna cut you. Sometimes the truth gonna touch you and there ain't nothing you can do about it. You see what I'm saying? I love when the truth hit me. I love when God convict me. You see what I'm saying? Come on now, let's not pretend. Let's not pretend. We can't get there on our own. We need God. We got to show gratitude. We got to watch our attitude. We got to watch when evil is being evil. We got to watch how we acting. Yeah, you might be right, but you might be wrong at trying to tell that you're right at the wrong time. Yeah, of course you right, but two wrongs don't make it right. So while they acting a fool, don't act a fool with them. Go to your father. Let your father redeem you. When you take it to God instead of going to a system or going to a high power, God got it all the time. He keep you in perfect peace. He gonna keep rocking you while they trying to rock you to sleep. He gonna rock you awake. He gonna tell you how to get out the way. He gonna tell you how to shake and bake because the whole time they being fake. But get what they do? They smile in your face and the whole time they want to take your place. They backstabbing you. They trying to get your information. They trying to learn what you know. And once they get what you know, what they gonna do? They gonna get rid of you. They gonna throw you away. And why they doing that? Because the devil has used them to get what they want, but they don't understand they cut you off too soon. See, use the help that they've been praying to God for. And once he sent you to their life, they was like, who do you think you are? You ain't that good. I don't care how people treat you. I ain't gonna treat you like this. I'm not. You see what I'm saying? You just being yourself. So stop trying to not be who you are because people are getting in their feelings. Because people are feeling some type of way. You ain't that child no more. Come on now. We are the future. We are the future. Come on now. Make no mistake about that. Our life is not our own. You're a slave to something. You might well be a slave to the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Take it one day at a time. If you fall down, get back up. Who said you're supposed to be perfect? Who said you weren't gonna make mistakes? Who said it was gonna be easy? Ain't no manual about life. You don't know what life gonna throw at you. But you can't give up. You can't stop moving. You gotta learn to keep walking by faith and not by sight. If we spent our time looking at the faces of people, we would have been synced. We would have been fell down. If we spent our time going by how we feel or how our heart been made to feel when people hurt us or don't treat us right, we would have been sunk. We would have been staying on the boat, went into a deep sleep. But see, that pain is causing a fire to burn on the inside of you. So you got to understand God is real. Ain't nothing make-believe about who you are. Ain't nothing make-believe about your journey. Ain't nothing make-believe about how you went through hell, but now you are excelling. Ain't nothing make-believe about how people try to put you on death row, but then God is keeping you in the light. It's a true story that you fight demons every day. It's not the people, but when people got a weak mindset, when people is not aware of who they are, they too plugged in, they too invested, they can be used. And you know why it hurts you? Because you love them. And when you spoil the rod, you spoil the child. You spoil the relationship. You spoil the marriage. You spoil the love. You spoil whatever when you are not putting standards. When you are not holding people accountable for how they treat you. Love yourself. Love your neighbor. You say, happy is the man that finds wisdom and the man that get his understanding. Proverbs 3:13. Come on now. Love yourself. Love your neighbor. When you love your neighbor, even if they not being a neighbor to you, God is going to prepare that table for you. God is going to prepare the way for you. So don't worry about what it looked like. Like I said, if we get lost in our feelings, lost in our head, if we go by what we see on the daily, we have been sunk down. We would have been drowned. How you gonna, we wouldn't have the strength to be loving people that's doing us wrong. So you got to understand you are different. You got to understand you make a difference. Why you not in the boat or why you not on the ship with everybody else that's going along, getting along? Why you got to stick out? You're not trying to, but why? Why everybody want to single you out? Why everybody trying to foul you out? Huh? Why they want to put you in a box and tell you need to be humble? You need to slow down. Who do you think you are? Why you trying to move like this? Why you try? Why? Why you? What makes you so different that people don't want to have nothing to do with you? People are intimidated because you're not afraid to live. You're not afraid to dream. You're not afraid to go against the odds and do things that serve you. Why people want to single you out? If people can't manipulate your mind, if they can't tell you what to do, if they can't control your decision, if they can't predict your next move, oh, you a problem. If they can't get you to do what they want you to do, you are a problem to society. But see, when you turning away from the world and you acknowledging the Most High, the Heavenly Father, the Creator of creators, the Lord of lords, the God of God, the King of kings, when you acknowledging the one that created you, you are a problem to society because you are escaping from the matrix. You are escaping from the norm. You are escaping from the spell, from the control, from being bamboozled, from being hoodwinked. You no longer making money, your God. You no longer making a job, your God. You no longer making a pastor, your God. A preacher, your God. Come on now. Come on now. You ain't doing that. You gonna become a problem when you walking with your head up high and can't nobody intimidate you. I ain't say they can't hurt you, they can't wound you, they can't scar you, they can't pick at you, they can't prock at you, they can't mug you and hit you with the cold stir. You know, that cuts you, that hurts you. But guess what? They can't stop you because no weapon formed against you will be able to prosper. Huh? It ain't gonna prosper. But you become a problem when you walk in that narrow path. When you was built to last. See, that's why God took you through all that pain. That's why God took you through the heartbreak, took you through the rejection. You didn't know why you was going through what you was going through at an early age. You was sitting around talking to anybody that would listen and say, hey, I go through things that nobody my age should be going through. That's because the Heavenly Father has always been by your side. The Heavenly Father has always been with you. Come on now, you're going to be a threat when you can walk with your head up. You ain't really worrying about what people think about you. You don't really care if they applauding for you or not. You're going to be a threat when somebody look at you and mean mug you and you can look at them and smile. Why? Because you're not regulated by the rules that they regulated by. You're not going by the guidelines that they going by. See, we got different principles and different rules and regulations from this world because you plugged in with the Most High. When you living for God, like I said, you may not be perfect. You might fall down, but don't you put yourself in the heaven or hell. Don't you give people room enough to enslave you or tell you you ain't good enough to where they feel like they can place you in a box. You get up out that box. Why? Because God come that you may have life more abundantly. So when you know you didn't suffer, you know you didn't treat people how you want to be treated, you didn't forgave, you didn't turn the other cheek, you didn't did this, you didn't did that. Tell me how God gonna forget about you. Tell me why God will deny you. But we got to keep in mind, God is a gentleman. So if God is knocking at the door, we got to let him in. And how we let him in? When something hurts you, God is trying to get your attention to show you, hey, that's not working. Oh, they rejecting you over here. They don't accept you over here. I need you to pull back. That's not working. Still learning and everything falling right in place for me. I thank the Most High every day. All praise to the Most High, the South. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Every day we are striving for perfection and we striving for excellence. And when you are on that narrow path, it get lonely, but you're not alone. You're not the only one that's suffering. You're not the only one that's waiting for your tribe. You're not the only one that feel like you're on an island by yourself. You're not the only one that feel isolated. You're not the only one that feel like you're the only one that's speaking life. You're the only one that's showing love. You're the only one that's giving. What's up, Suspect Lamont? What's up, brother? Welcome. You're not the only one I'm screaming from two platforms, y'all. I was gonna open up. I'm finna open up my other phone, but I'm screaming from two platforms, TikTok and Facebook. But you're not the only one. You see what I'm saying? When you're not the only one that's suffering. You're not the only one that feel isolated. You're not the only one that went through with your family or lost loved ones or you're not the only one that then lost jobs. Come on now. You're not the only one that catch hell when you trying to just live right. That's why you going through hell, because you doing what's right. And the devil don't want you to succeed. So at first you don't succeed, but you got to dust yourself off, get back up, and try again. Come on now. Who said it was going to be easy? No, it ain't going to be easy. Nothing but the truth. Come on now. It ain't going to be easy. God always going to put us to the test. God always going to keep us refreshed. God always going to make sure we at our best. You see what I'm saying? Come on now. Come on now. God is the boss of bosses. Come on now. And that's why you're a boss. That's why people going to have to come at you correct, or they can't come at all. Come on now. You are a problem when you can't get plugged into this system. When you unplug from the system, you become a problem. When you got your own mind, you can think for yourself. You can see things before it happened, not like abracadabra, or not like that. When I say see things before it happened, God give you the discernment when somebody don't like you. When you walk into a room, you can feel the presence of the room. So you can see when people's intentions are bad towards you. You can see when people are not rocking with you. You can see how people feel about you. So why would you get why would you get in the ring with the devil when God is sitting here talking to you, telling you what the devil is about, telling you how the devil moving? Why would you do it? You see what I'm saying? Easier said than done, but at the same time, God only make winners. God don't make no losers. You see what I'm saying? So you got people feeling some type of way that you wake up with a mindset to win. You wake up with a mindset to strive and thrive. You see what I'm saying? That ain't your fault. That ain't your fault. People want to underestimate you. People want to character assassinate you. You see what I'm saying? Better know it. People wanna put you in a box while you thinking outside the box, and they want to envy you like you trying to be better than them, or like you forgetting where you come from, or hey, you getting too big for your britches. Hey, I remember you like this. Hey, I remember when you didn't have this. Okay, how you remember me now? Can you tell me about my future? Can you tell me what you see in my future? Why you always got to bring up on my past? Why you always got to tell me what I'm not? Can you tell me what I am? Oh, okay. Because if I wasn't, then why would you say I am? You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? People rather hate than to love. People rather tear you down than to uplift you. Let us not become hard. Let our hearts not be hardened because people want to be cold. People want to be naive. You said my life. People want to be runner. Tap in here, y'all. Tap in here, y'all. Click on the video. Click on the video. Participate. Let's go. Let's go. You see what I'm saying? People want to be people want to feel, people want to make you feel that you doing something that's out of the ordinary. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to stroke egos, but I'm just trying to set us free, y'all. I'm trying to bring, I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to you and I'm talking to me. We in this together. You see what I'm saying? We fighting evil, and it's not easy. But when you fighting this evil, you gotta understand that it's not easy. The fact that you wake up every day saying, I got what it takes, here I go again. The devil is on your trail. The devil got your address. The devil send people just like the Matrix. What he say? The woman in the red dress. Come on. The devil will send people to distract you. The devil will send people to block you, to stop you from reaching your success. Come on now. On my trail 24/7 nonstop for a long time. And that's why you strong the way you are today. That's why you know what it's like to show up on time. Come on now. All praise to the Most High. Thank you, Lord. That's why you know what it's like to do what your Father is ordaining you to do. That's why you know what it's like. You see what I'm saying? You know what it's like. You see? And they can't trick you out your spot. You see what I'm saying? Because when success keep calling, and you keep showing up and you keep doing what God is calling you to do, how you gonna do it? You can't lose. So why would you get in the ring with the devil when God is taking you to different levels? Come on now. Come on now. You say they don't want to see you prosper. It's cool when you're doing good, but not better than them. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? But then God put us to the test. Like, is we gonna do them how they did us? And it ain't the fact that we gonna do them how they did us, but we deserve to be respected. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't celebrate us. They tolerate us because they want what they could get from us. They like our gift. You see what I'm saying? Some people just want to plug into your light. Some people just want your essence. Some people just want to be around you to get your energy. You got to understand, God gave you an energy that's different from the world. The world can't find it because you got a light that the world can't comprehend. That's why they try to tear you down. That's why when you walk into a negative place, you light the place up and all the hate start coming at you. You see what I'm saying? You say he can't beat, so now he just sit around annoying me. Come on now. Come on now. So while he's sitting around ignoring you, you got to hit back. You got to fight back. We got to keep our thoughts stimulated. We got to keep our mind stimulated. You see what I'm saying? We always got to be reading a book. We always got to be educating ourselves. You see what I'm saying? We got to work 10 times as hard. But you do have to give yourself a break. But at the same time, hey, go read a book. And like I said earlier in the live, it ain't the fact that we don't read. It's the fact that we caught up on working a 9 to 5. You see what I'm saying? We can't spend time with our families. We can't do the things that we want to do because we're trying to provide. We're trying to make money to make money, but the money ain't mapping because it ain't enough. They pay us just enough to stay broke. But I'm not talking about those that are more fortunate than the next person. You see what I'm saying? Because, yeah, some of us do know how to save. Some of us do save and put money up. But guess what? It still ain't enough because you got to keep going. You got to keep going to that job. You got to be loyal to that job. That job basically is telling you how to plan your life, how to plan your week, how to plan your day, what time to go to sleep, what time to wake up, how much time you got to spend. You see what I'm saying? So we want to get free from this system. We want to educate ourselves so we can set ourselves free. Who said it was going to be easy? Of course it's not going to be easy, but it's a process. See, once you know what to do, you know what steps to take. Once I know who my enemy is, I know which way I should direct my energy, how I should direct my time, how should I direct my mind, what should I invest in? Okay, if I got to work 4 to 5 days, maybe 3 days out of a week, I need to take time out to invest in myself. I need to take time out to learn how to do this, how to do that. How can I set myself free from financial bondage? Huh? Is it a free seminar? Can I go to free classes that educate me on this? Because it ain't the fact that we don't read. We just don't have the time. We got too many distractions. It's too many distractions that's keeping our mind occupied, that keeping our mind tied in, that's keeping us in a spell, that's keeping us bamboozled, that's keeping us hoodwinked. It ain't the fact that you don't read. It ain't the fact that you're not creative. It ain't the fact that you don't want to invest in yourself. But then if you investing in this job and you barely can get some sleep, come on, how you gonna do it? Okay, then some gotta give. We gotta lose something to win something. We gotta cut the TV off. We're gonna have to cut the phone off. We're gonna have to cut some people off. And just because I say cut some people off or cut the phone off or cut the TV off, that don't mean you cutting it off for a long time. But you giving back to yourself now. Instead of you giving it to your phone, giving it to your TV or doing things. Come on now. You gotta let something go. You gotta invest in you. Knowledge is power. When you get the knowledge, you get the power. But no one man should have all the power. So what you gonna do with the power? Is you gonna try to blow up the world or you gonna try to help people? So when you get the power, is you gonna try to help people or you going to try to blow up the world? Huh? You see what I'm saying? So like I said, it ain't about the people that we are up against, because we got to understand, when we living in a system, when we plugged in into a matrix that don't want to give you the truth. Every corner you turn, you can see on the TV, you can see outside the door, you can see on your phone. It's a program. You see what I'm saying? When you got people that's been hypnotized, you got people that's been into a deep sleep, and you trying to help them wake up, and they don't want to wake up, but you love them and you want to take them with you, you're going to end up staying stuck, because God has come to set you free. God has come to awaken you. God, see, this ain't for everybody, and I understand that. But God is going to come to help you get free, so you can't take them with you. And you know, it hurt. But at the same time, you got to do what is going to help you. You got to do what's going to serve you. You see what I'm saying? See, God is real, y'all. God is real. But we can't be afraid to think outside the box. We can't be afraid to learn new ideas. You see what I'm saying? You can't take everybody with you. Some things, you know, some gifts you got, some gifts you got, people just ain't gonna comprehend. You see what I'm saying? Some things you know, and you don't know how you know it. But see, you starting to see yourself. God is starting to reveal to you how important you are. God is starting to reveal to you how much of a loving, kind person you are. You see what I'm saying? See, it hit different when you don't need something outside of you to invalidate what's on the inside of you. Did y'all catch that? See, it hit different when you don't need something on the outside of you to validate what's on the inside of you. It hit different. It hit different when you try to tear me down, but then you can't get in my head because I already know my identity. I already knew who I am, and whose I am. See, if we was younger and we knew who we were before we got the knowledge, before we got the identity, we'll be bad. But see, we can't blame. We can't point the finger, but we have to reach one, teach one. We got to take it one day at a time, one step at a time. You see what I'm saying? We got to help. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. You know, we got to help. You know what I'm saying? We got to start supporting one another. We got to start sticking together and loving one another. It ain't all about getting to the finish line or beating this person or doing better than that person. It ain't all about that. You see what I'm saying? It ain't all about that. It's about reach one, teach one, doing the will of God. That's what it's about. Lifting up his kingdom, setting the captive free, setting people free. It ain't all about you. It ain't about you. You know, we got to help one another. You know what I'm saying? We hate each other. We can't be hating each other. We got to learn to love one another. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't discrimination. But we got to get free, y'all. We gotta help one another. You know? We gotta help one another. We gotta be able to set the standard to where people can feel safe to talk to you. You see what I'm saying? You know, you in tune with God, and you know, you waiting on God to use you. You allowing God to use you. So you showing up every day with a purpose. You know, you get tired sometimes. Some days you ain't at your best. You know, you may not feel like doing all that. But guess what? You are serving him. You are a service to the Most High. You are allowing the Most High to use you. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, how can you love a God that you never seen but hate your brother that you see every day? Come on now. Come on now. We sometimes as black people, we be so hateful towards one another. You see what I'm saying? That ain't right. That ain't right. How you gonna hate what you are? Every other race get along. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not singling us out. Like I said, this ain't no discrimination. But at the same time, we got to stick together. It's about love. You see? It's about love. It's about reach one, teach one. It's about bringing everybody together. You see what I'm saying? It ain't all about self. It ain't all about self. But we live in a world where it's about self. Me, myself, and I. See, we gotta break that mold. We gotta break that mold, and we gotta make God great again. Oh, hallelujah. We gotta make God great again. You see what I'm saying? We gotta be able to sit down and have those 101s, and we gotta be able to follow up. You see what I'm saying? We gotta make God great again. Get people to believe again. How we gonna do it? By being that inspiration, by getting our heart right, by getting our mind right, by serving. You see what I'm saying? How you gonna love a God that you never seen, but you hate your brother that you see every day? How you gonna take the beam out of my eye when you got a beam in your eye? Come on now, let's get back on these haters. Let's get back on these haters, and let's get back on this on your narrow path. See, as you walking down that narrow path, it ain't gonna be so funny. It ain't gonna be so funny because now your success is catching up with you. Your hard work is paying off. You see what I'm saying? You stayed down till you come up. You went through the pain and suffering. You lost this job, you lost that job. See, God has been perfecting your character over time. And now God has perfected your character. You ready to walk into rooms that you ready for now. You see what I'm saying? See, you secure with yourself now. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So now, you know, every level that's a different devil. So when you got those devils, and it's not the people. Remember, it's not the people. It's not the people. Mila. It's not the people that we are against. Come on now, let's get that right. It's not the people. It's not the human beings. It's not that one that's in your face or turning their nose up or they envious or they gossiping or they talking about you. It's not them. You see what I'm saying? It's the devil that wants to be an enemy of your progress. You see what I'm saying? The devil want to be an enemy of your progress, so the devil put people in place. Sometimes you can be your own devil. Sometimes you can get in your own way. But see, it's not the people. You see what I'm saying? So it's your obedience to the Most High. So now, when your haters trying to get you to miss out, when they trying to get you out of character, see, God keep on preparing that table. God keep on allowing you to eat. Even if you lose, God gonna open up another door. Even if you lose the money, God gonna put some more money in your hand, or he gonna get the bills paid to where you be like, whoa, Lord, how did you do that? Because you is his and he's yours. You see what I'm saying? See, you're a child of the Most High. When you're a child of the Most High, God gonna take care of you. Why? Because you serving him. That's right. He's a great provider. That's right, Judy. He's a great provider. See, when you serving God, things may not go exactly how you want them to go, but you do know that God is with you. You do know that God is by your side. See, some things that happen in your life, or, just look at where you at today. And you look over your life, you don't know how God fixed that situation. You don't know how God turned that situation around, but now you see that he turned it around. See, now you know it's not about the money. It's not about the job. It's not about the riches. It's not about the silver. It's not about the gold, but it's about his love. It's about serving. It's about showing up, being ready so you won't have to get ready to help those that's in need. That's what it's about. It ain't about them people coming up against you and you know what I'm saying? They are enemy of progress. They trying to, it ain't about them. See, we got to forgive them, y'all. See, they see your success. They see your hunger. They see your obedience. They see your sacrifice. They see your willingness. They can see how the odds are against you, and they can see that you're not getting the support that everybody else getting, but you still standing. They see what you can't. They see what you. Say that again, Judah. See, they see that you. That's right. That's God's plan. All praises. See, they can see something different about you. They can see, and I'm about to get ready to end this in a minute, y'all. I've been live now for about an hour and 15 minutes. I'm screaming from 3 platforms, so I can feel a lot right now. I'm screaming from Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. You know what I'm saying? But you know, let me tell y'all something. What God got for you, no devil on earth or in hell will be able to stop it. So instead of us giving power to the system or giving power to the people on our work environment as if they are powerful than God or they bigger than God, we got to fall back. We got to allow nature to take its course, and we got to learn to be a student. Let me tell you something. I know it hurt when you have invested in somebody and you tried to help somebody, but then once they get what you taught them, they come back and bite you. Once they get what you taught them, they come back and snake you. You see what I'm saying? Once you give them the knowledge that they were seeking, what they do to you? See, they think that they cutting off your water. See, they think, let me tell you something. When you know God had put you in a place to be a blessing, and you know you are the blessing, and that's not to get all egotistical or carried away in self, but that's simply to call it like it is. When you know God is using you, when you know God has made you to be a blessing, hey, they only hurting themselves. When I know I done what God told me to do, God told me to invest in you, God told me to give to you, God told me to teach you this, but then now you got the knowledge, you want to feel that you're going to take the knowledge and cut me off when I'm the one that plugged you in? Hey, all praise to the Most High. I take no credit in what God has used me to do. This is what we do. We serve. We help people. That's what we do. And guess what? They hate you for it. It's a blessing to be a blessing to others. Exactly. So we can't let the devil distract us and cut us off from being a nation. And when I say nation, that's no discrimination. We hold everybody accountable. Ain't no color. But when you got your own kind and you got the others, let me call it like it is. Okay. White people, if you're white, if you're black, and you got your own color code that's coming up against you, ain't no discrimination. Just because I'm black and you black, you ain't gonna make me go against this white person. Just because they white and that person white, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna make that white person go against a black person. But what am I saying? It's about love. God, when God give you the knowledge, when God set your mind free, ain't no side. You on the side of God. So it's no discrimination. But what am I saying? We got to expect the unexpected. When you helping, you showing love. You giving that agape love. And you thinking you building. Yeah, you building. You doing what God telling you to do. But when that snake come up and bite you, Be ready. Don't fold. That's right. God is love. Don't fold because it caught you by surprise. See, we don't leave people enough room to reveal to us on who they are. We think everybody's supposed to be perfect. Oh, they showing up in the name of Jesus. Oh, they believe in God. Oh, guess what? Now we get them a pass. Now we put them on a pedestal. Now we like you innocent until proven guilty. No, you're not innocent or guilty. You see what I'm saying? We need to listen to the Father. Which way God wants us to go with it. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, y'all, it ain't easy carrying weight and walking that narrow path. You carrying the weight of family, friends, people on a job. You got a lot of responsibility. God is putting great responsibility on you. And don't you let the devil trick you out your spot because of color, because of somebody discriminating against you, because somebody's saying you don't deserve, or you don't deserve, and you don't deserve. What God tell you? See, God got us in a season right now to where it's iron sharpening iron. And if you ain't got nobody to sharpen your iron and you being attacked by evil, you need to understand that class is in session. You need to understand that you are a student. We always are students and we always are teachers, but don't get it twisted. Always be humble. Always be humble. Don't ever get to a place to where you feel that you made it. You feel like you got it. You feel like, okay, God, I'm better than this. No. And he never give us more than we can bear. Amen. Exactly. Ever. That's what I'm saying. As soon as we get to that point to where we feel like we about to break and to where we feel like we can't bear it, that's when God come in and he quiet the storm, or he silence the storm, or he get things moving, or he get us out the way, or he remove what's in your way and he remove it out the way. You see what I'm saying? See, if we just be still and we wait on God, them enemies gonna pass us by. You see what I'm saying? You say, yes, that's what Chola wanna do. What's up, Judy Deffy? What's up? Glory, never ever. Exactly. That's right. He never give us more than we can bear. Exactly. So ain't nothing wrong with being successful. Ain't nothing wrong with being motivated and driven to meet your goals. People mad because you showing up on time. People mad that you showing up the same way as you showed up yesterday. You got favor. You got joy. You got the glory of the Lord with you. Come on now. If you ain't got haters, it's something you ain't doing right. You need more haters. So when you get more knowledge, you're going to get more haters. Because the more free you become, the more this world try to keep you enslaved. The more this world try to put you in shackles. Like the crab in the bucket. Come on now. Everything you went through was by design. The place that you was born, the place you was raised, the school you went to, the people you knew, all that was by design. It wasn't to break you. It was to perfect your character. It was to make you who you are today. Huh? But see, God controls success. Blessed he give it, blessed he take it away. Huh? Who you a slave for? You slave for God or a slave for the devil? You slaving for this system? You signed the contract when you was born. Come on now. But guess what? Before we was born, God knew us. God knew what we was going to go through when we came to this basic instruction before leaving earth. God already knew what we was going to go through. So it ain't the fact that God forgot about us, but we had to be transformed by the renewing of our mind. So he reminds us every day when we suffering. Every day when you almost, when death met you at the front door, but God gave you a way and escape. See, don't forget about the blueprint. Don't forget about the things that you overcome. Don't forget about the miracles that God showed you. You see what I'm saying? Don't forget. Hold on, y'all. I need some water. My throat getting kind of dry. Y'all hold on a second. Oh, boy. You see what I'm saying? We can't forget about we can't forget about where we come from. We can't forget, what we've been through. We can't forget because, God is the reason for the season. And when you blessed and highly favored, the world ain't gonna like that. When you sticking out like a sore thumb, when you're going against the odds and you're okay with going against the odds, the world ain't gonna like that. That's right. He will show you that he is God. That's right. Amen. Amen. Yes, he will. He sure will. You got these haters coming up against you and they trying to stop you and you keep trying to love them. You keep turning the other cheek. You keep seeking God. You keep saying, Lord, if they don't leave me alone, I'm going to have to go ahead and show them where I'm from. I'm going to have to show them what you delivered me from. You see what I'm saying? And guess what? Before you get to that point, God always show up and he calls a eruption. He moved them speedily. He moved them quickly. Why? Because he got somewhere for you to go. You did your part. You did your part to let go and let God. You did your part to remove yourself from the problem. You didn't add to the problem. You removed yourself from the problem. And when you removed yourself from the problem, God say, well done. So what happened? You didn't know what was going to happen. But when you looked up, you realized your enemies was nowhere to be found. See, the same hole that they dug for you, they end up falling in it. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? And they brought it on themselves. Hold on, y'all. Hold on a second. You see what I'm saying? And they brought it on themselves. So, it's like who can they really blame when you did what God was telling you to do. You did what God was telling you to do. Like I said, y'all, we deserve to be free. And don't let no devil trick you out your spot. Don't let nobody cause you to lose sight of where you going and where you come from and where you been. You know what I'm saying? It ain't been easy traveling down the narrow path. It ain't easy doing the will of the Father, but it's necessary. You see what I'm saying? It's necessary. If you fell down, dust yourself off, get back up and try again. It ain't gonna be easy. You see what I'm saying? Your flesh get to talking to you. You got spirits out here in this world. You got people that's trying to pull you down. You got loved ones, people that say they know you, always trying to plug into you. They ain't never giving you anything. They not offering you anything. They just take it from you. You got to understand you go through a lot. You got to understand you got a lot of weight that you carrying. You got to understand that we will be tested. We will be tried. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no retiring. Ain't no giving up. Ain't no breaks. Every day we fighting this war. Every day. Let me tell you something. It's about passing it on. It's about the youth. We got to help the youth. You see what I'm saying? I know you can't do it by yourself. I know it get hard. I know it get, you know what I'm saying? It's a lonely road and it's like, Lord, why? Lord, why I got to go through all this? Lord, give me a break, please. But guess what? God knows exactly what you need to mold your character, to shape your character. A lot of times we get weary of well doing and it just seems like it's not working. It just seems like, what's the point? What's the purpose? Why I gotta do for these people that's just gonna turn around and snake me? They just gonna turn around and bite me. Why I gotta forgive them? Why I gotta love them? Why I gotta help them? Because God is testing your heart. God is testing your heart and testing your character to see if you gonna pass the test. And when you pass the test, new doors of opportunities are gonna open. But the test is the people that the devil is trying to send in your life to harden your heart. That's the test. Who said it was gonna be easy? Who said it was gonna be easy when you know you're a good person, and you know you showing love to those that's trying to tear you down? That's not easy. But think about Christ, Jesus. The more you talk about God, the more the think about how Christ had to sacrifice. All praise to the Most High. Welcome to another. You see what I'm saying? Another day that the Lord. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what's going on over here. You see what I'm saying? Think about how. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what's going on over here. You see what I'm saying? Think about how. Just think about how you putting your life on the line to help people that's envious of you. You sacrificing to love people that don't love you back. We don't get no reward when we love people that love us back. So it's time for us to grow up, and it's time for us to level up in a way to where we looking for trouble. It's not that you looking for trouble, but you expecting trouble. You know why you expecting trouble? Because you're not waiting on a system. You're not controlled by a system that's trying to govern you and tell you what to do. They telling you, oh no, don't do that, because the last person did that and you just took off anyway. You don't need their permission. You making believers out of people, and that's why they hate you, because they was scared and they was restricted. They was restricted, so they wanted to restrict you. God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. Come on now. The devil already defeated. Because when you get the knowledge, you get the power. Once you understand, it's up from there. You know what I'm saying? When you know that the people aren't your enemy, but they being used in high places, they being used by a spiritual realm. No, it ain't gonna be easy. But at the same time, it's necessary, because you didn't come this far to turn back. You didn't come this far to give in. You didn't come this far to forget what you had to go through to get to where you are. Remember, you was that lonely child. Seemed like you was walking down that dark road. Nobody support you. Nobody wanted to help you. Nobody believed in you. Nobody seen you. But God did. And God still seeing you to this day. God still seeing you to this day. You see what I'm saying? Of course, everybody ain't gonna like you. Everybody ain't gonna like you. Everybody ain't gonna like you. It ain't for everybody to like you and understand you. But you got a purpose. You got a reason for the season. Said post this on your YouTube channel. Yeah, I will. Who is that, Emmanuel? Yeah, I'm gonna post it on there. For those of you that don't know, after I get done live, I post my lives on YouTube at Chosen I See You. That's my YouTube channel. Um, yeah, that's my YouTube channel. So this live will be on there if I can get the whole video on there. But if not, I gotta find the software to chop the video, put half on it, and put the other half on it. But you know what I'm saying, y'all? It's all about us speaking life. It's all about us. It ain't about us trying to take people with us. You know what I'm saying? Some people come into your life for a season. Some people come temporarily, some for a lifetime. We have to learn to know the difference. We can't be so lonely that anybody show us attention, we jump on it. Or we so lonely, we've been on this narrow path, we've been saving ourselves, we've been rejecting ourselves, we've been denying ourselves, and now somebody come along and show us some attention and we jump on it. We can't be like that. We have to be strong. We have to hold on, and we have to stay in the faith. We have to know what we doing it for. You see what I'm saying? It's okay if you fall, but get back up. You see what I'm saying? Because first you don't succeed, you dust yourself off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again. You know? Yeah. You said only for a season. Yep. Exactly. Oh wow. I need one more phone. I need one more phone so I can go live on YouTube. Yes, Lord, to reach the people. That's right. But yeah, y'all, my throat trying to hurt. But yeah, so yeah, y'all support the movement. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for being here, tuning in, rocking with me. I pray that y'all learn something, receive something. You know what I'm saying? Once I upload this video, if you know somebody that's going through something and it helped you, just share it with them. You see what I'm saying? Or send them over to the YouTube page. You see what I'm saying? But it's a blessing, y'all. It's a blessing to be alive and well. I know some of us may have lost loved ones that we care about, and you still may be mourning them, or you still may be thinking about them, or you know what I'm saying? But it's a blessing to still be alive and still be striving for perfection and for excellence, and still dreaming and still loving and still helping people, and you still want to see people smile. You still want to have family. You still want to have a union. You still kingdom building. That's a blessing when the Most High is still with you, and He haven't gave up on you, and you haven't gave up on the Most High. That's a blessing. You see what I'm saying? So let us not allow evildoers to put our fire out. You know what I'm saying? Let us not allow evildoers to cause us to forget what we're doing it for. We're not doing it for applause. We're not doing it for recognition or validation. We're not working on that job for the money. We're working on that job to provide, and we're working on that job to serve. You see what I'm saying? It's all about serving. It's all about helping one another, coming together and teaching one another. You see what I'm saying? It's about love. When your time, your life don't belong to you. You see what I'm saying? So we showing up to do the will of God, but it's gonna take some work. Anything worth having is worth waiting for and fighting for. In order to get something, you gotta give up something. How you gonna get results if you're not investing in yourself? And how you gonna get a change if you ain't changing what you're doing? You see what I'm saying? You gotta get a little bit self. You gotta invest in yourself. You can't talk on the phone and watch TV or go over here entertaining this person. We only got 24 hours in a day. 12 hours of sunlight, 12 hours of darkness. You see what I'm saying? And half of that time, we got to get money. We exchanging money for time. And see what I'm saying? That's why we are a slave to money. In the last days, everybody will be chasing the dollar. The money will be the rule of all evil. And it's not the fact that that the money is evil, but people will kill you because that money can get the bills paid. You feel what I'm saying? People will take you out because they work hard to get the money. That's right. God say love your enemies. When you love your enemies, he'll make them be at peace with you, even though they hate you, even though they want to harm you, even though they want to kill you. You see what I'm saying? But see, the system, okay. So if money is the root of all evil, we gotta go for the people that control the money, the people that fund the money, the people that make you work for the money. Okay, that's one thing. But then another thing, once you identify it, you gotta know, you gotta understand why. Okay, we gotta understand why the money has been set in place for us to be enslaved. You see what I'm saying? You know, I'm not trying to venture off. Who is this tapping in my live? Nope. Nobody coming up here. Sometimes TikTok be doing that. They'll just let somebody get into the live and I don't even accept them in, you know. But sometimes it's by divine, sometimes it's God given, you know. Sometimes it's a disruption. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is when God, you know, so we just have to fall back from this system, and we got to realize that a 9-to-5 is not going to help us get free. You know, and even if you got to work a 9-to-5 like myself, like some of us that's on here, Chosen 55, what's good? You know what I'm saying? We still, once you can identify that money keep us on a hamster wheel, that we got to keep chasing the dollar, and you identify that we not fighting with people, but you got to understand when you control the money, you can control. When you control the money, when you control the money, you control the religion, you control the people. Now we gotta realize some people is not ready to wake up from their job, from that 9-to-5, from their lifestyle. We gotta be okay with that. You see what I'm saying? You can't help everybody. You see what I'm saying? You see, I say that all the time. Money is the problem, although we need it. Yeah, that's right. Money is the problem. You know what I'm saying? And that's by design. But like the movie The Matrix said, it's a world that's been pulled over your eyes. It blinded you from the truth. It's a world you can't see, taste, touch, hear, or smell. But you see it when you look out your window. You see it when you go to work. You feel it when you paying taxes. When you turn on your TV. You see what I'm saying? And that world got something to do with the credit system, with the bankers. You see what I'm saying? Private owned bankers. And just like if all of us got together and we say, this what the world need, but we're going to take this and we're going to make them come to us. And we really don't care about their well-being. So by them coming to us, we're going to get rid of the dollars and we're going to go to credit. Now we go to credit. We don't need no physical dollars. We can make money out of thin air. So when we make money out of thin air, we can keep them in debt. So when they say, hey, America is in $1 trillion of debt. Oh, America is in 2 trillion, 3 trillion. That's because the bankers are keeping America, which is not, anyway, keeping America in debt purposely to keep their system going, to keep funding the matrix. You see? That's right. fractional lending. Debt equals slavery without change. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. And so, you know, once we, I wish there was a lot more I can share, but it's not the time. But I pretty much been giving everything that I've been having to give, but I'm not ready to reveal. I'm not ready to reveal certain information. Um, but you know, once you get back to dreaming, once you get back to thinking about how to improve yourself, you get back to thinking about family first, building your family. You know what I'm saying? You kind of create that time. You kind of make that time, even though you got to go to work. You may have a good job to where you really ain't working hard, and that's good. But at the same time, we are all enslaved to money because we got to get it to survive. We got to get it to eat, pay bills. They didn't went up on the cost of living. You see what I'm saying? We got to get it to put gas in the car. We got to get it to pay our insurance, or you know, all that car insurance, health insurance. You got to pay state taxes and mortgage. You got to pay all this money, and they barely giving us enough money to survive. So we exchanging our time for dollars. And we have to exchange that time for dollars so we can survive. But it's by design that we don't have enough time and we don't make enough money so it can keep us coming back, and it can keep us in the days, and it can keep us enslaved, and it can keep us going back and forth to where we don't have enough energy to do for self. So while we bringing this to the front and we bringing this to the light, we want to educate ourselves. We want to dream again. We want to believe again. We want to invest in ourselves again like the old times. Before all this technology came about, when we was able to go outside, play jump rope, tic-tac-toe, hopscotch, hide, go see, you know. I was gonna say catch a girl, get a girl, but that ain't got nothing to do with it. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When there was activities, when there was things that we could do when we went outside, you know what I'm saying? We was able to bond with one another. We was able to communicate, and that's good. You don't want to be talking to people behind the screen all the time. And come on now, that's by design. That's what the matrix want. Technology. Don't give so much power into Elon Musk and Bill Gates and Donald Trump. God know what he doing with them. You see what I'm saying? Don't give so much into that. It's good to keep up with it, but at the same time, you say holler, holler, hop. You know what I'm saying? Y'all post some games y'all used to play when we went outside before we started getting these phones and games and stuff. You know what I'm saying? How's the divide among itself will fall? You know, like jump rope. You know what I'm saying? What's that? Popsicle, boom, boom, go rocking in. You know what I'm saying? It was just so much to do. And that's what we getting away from, y'all. And you said typo hula hoop. Okay, yeah. Hula hoop. Right. It was so much to do. You know what I'm saying? It was so much to do. You see what I'm saying? You was able to go to the neighbor house and get some sugar or get some flour. I'm not saying that's what it's like now, but I'm saying one step at a time, one day at a time. Reach one, teach one. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's all good, Mila. I got what you're saying. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Oh, exactly. Manhunt. Right. Or Nick Knock. You see what I'm saying? Knocking on doors or throwing eggs at people's car. You know what I'm saying? Or riding around checking people. You know what I'm saying? It's like technology has took away human nature. We can't even speak to one another nowadays without being accused or without being harassed. You see what I'm saying? Now they give you salt, not sugar. Exactly. Be like, hey, let me get some sugar. All right, hold on a second. Got you waiting 3-4 hours, and you get to the house, you think you got some sugar in your cereal. They done gave you some salt. You go back, hey, you gave me salt. You ain't give me, oh, I'm sorry, we out of it. You knew that at first. You know? What's that? Desensitized. You say cops and robbers. Yep. Exactly. Cops and robbers. You know, y'all, and this is God given. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. We want to make God great again and make the world great again. You know, one step at a time, we can bring the world back to how it used to be. We can bring old school back. All it takes is for one of us to start a trend of certain old school things. You see what I'm saying? That's all it takes. We got to start thinking for ourselves. We got to start thinking as entrepreneurs. We got to start using this technology and don't let the technology use us. We got to unplug from it and use it to serve us. You see what I'm saying? And we also got to understand every conversation that you ever had been recorded. Everything you do on your device is recorded. Everything you text and delete is still in the database. You see what I'm saying? It's still in the database. You know? So this world is in a dome and ain't nothing new under the sun. You see what I'm saying? So we got to catch up. We got to catch up. We got to catch up and we got to catch up. We got to catch up. We got to catch up, y'all. We got to catch up. We got to educate ourselves. We got to love ourselves. We got to help ourselves. And we got to cling on to God even more. Because God is going to give us the strength. And God is going to put the people in our life. And he's going to lead us the right way. This Greg, Mike Jones, little bro. Free the mind. KG. Greg, what's happening, brother? What's happening? What's happening? Thanks for joining me, man. You know, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, y'all, my throat, but it's reach one, teach one, y'all. God is the one that's gonna open doors of opportunity. You can't take everybody with you. When you know you are the gift, you can't let nobody manipulate that. You can't let nobody swap out with you like you ain't who you say you are. They want you to they want to be able to validate you. They want to be able to tear you down. And when you tell them no, when you don't give them that permission, when you don't give them that jurisdiction, oh, it's World War III. And that's where we at, World War III. And it's a world that we can't see, but when we on God's side, we can destroy these devils. We can defeat these demons. We can defeat these witches and warlocks. And you know what I'm saying? No weapon formed against you shall prosper. They can take your hair and bury it. They can say this and say that. They can spell cast on you. It ain't going to work. It might get you wounded. It might get you weak. It may have you feeling this way. But guess what? It's going to come back on them 10 times worse. You know why? Because you're a child of the Most High. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is, y'all. Too much of anything to kill you. Don't invest too much into this social media apparatus. You see what I'm saying? Don't invest too much in it. But y'all, this will be on my YouTube at Chosen I See You. If you haven't followed me over there, follow me over there. Like a video, comment on the video, share a video. And if you don't do none of those above, just subscribe. And, you know, if it's helping you, it's helping you. You see what I'm saying? In the mighty name of Jesus, Aniki. But y'all, it's been nice, covered by the blood. All praise to the Most High. It's been nice building with y'all. I appreciate y'all. This is my first time streaming from 3 platforms at the same time. I tried to do it before to where I connected it from one phone and I'm streaming from all of them, but now I just got 3 phones up. I got a tablet up and and 2 phones up. So so now I'm gonna get another phone, and next time I'm gonna be streaming on YouTube. So I'm gonna be on all platforms. I'm gonna be on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Same to you, Mila. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you for tuning in to the live. You know, we go way back from the high school day. Who else we got in here? KG, I think you from the high school too. You from the city, you from the land. All praise to the Most High, y'all. I thank everybody for being here. God bless y'all. Y'all keep the faith. Keep educating yourself. Keep working on yourself. Keep loving yourself. And keep checking on yourself. You know what I'm saying? And when they hating on you, it's bad for their health. Don't let nobody recruit you into hating on them or going. Stop arguing with these devils. Stop letting these devils rob you of your energy when you know who you are. You ain't got to prove who you are to people. They know you the real deal. They mad because you still in the light and you ain't trying. You done put yourself in time out. You done put yourself in a corner, and now they feeling some type of way because all eyes on you. What Tupac say? All eyes on me. Then my life is a thug. Yeah, the ghetto is a lie. I'm a type of thug. Keep my head high. All right, y'all. I'm signing out. You want to get your lessons outside of school? Get rid of the drugs. Stay away from the in crowd. Get close to God. Peace and love, y'all. Y'all be good. Be good. Take care. God bless. All right. This will be on YouTube.